Go for it, Denny.
As my dad had decided to take all four of us to the local Sunday school classes at the Brethren Church in Moseley, we as children were more than happy to do so. I started attending at the age of 3 and enjoyed every part of it. By the age of 10, at the Easter Holiday Club, that was run at the church for about 3 consecutive days over Easter, full of games, prizes, and at the end of each day was a short sermon to go home with. The preacher at the time was talking about heaven and hell and what they are both like. They spoke of the horrors of hell. I'm not sure if this was the first time I heard about hell or not. Either way, it was the first time that it hit me, and I understood the reality of it. At the end of the sermon, he handed out tracts for us to take home. Once I'd gotten home, I remember lying on my bed and reading the tract through. At the back of the tract, there was a sinner's prayer. I read this prayer and meant every bit of it. That night, according to Romans chapter 10, verse 9, I was saved. As I was saved at a very young age, it prevented me from making bad choices whilst at school and with friends. I really am thankful for this. However, I do admit that I did make some bad choices throughout life, which, if I go back, I would certainly change. It was all through vulnerability, peer pressure, naivety, and not having the strength to stand up. However, from attending the Friday Club youth group at the same church, John gave me, along with others, a willingness and a sense of urgency to witness and give out tracts to others at school, which again I am thankful for, because although I messed up in a lot of areas, I was able to get the gospel message out around school. I thank the Lord for the boldness he has given me at school to be able to give out the tracts and witness, because I know that it wasn't I who did it, but only the Lord's guidance. The life that I have now at Time for Truth and JDA is very much the consumed life. I'm blessed to be working alongside Christians, as from my past working life, working in the offices for 5 years, it always was a bad environment. They would have conversations and would have no choice but to hear it, and have nothing in common with them also would cause friction. I'm very pleased to be part of the ministry Time for Truth, getting tracts out for people to distribute and ordering in books and Bibles for people to study, as well as helping John distribute CDs, sending out newsletters and sending out gift packs by ordering in all the supplies to make this possible and provide any information he may need. JDA, which finances the ministry, is a job I thoroughly enjoy. It does have its time of immense busyness and high pressure from customers and principals alike. However, it's a job where the Lord is in control, as the money we bring in is the money the Lord has provided for us. As being in sales, it is all about timing, relationships, and creating a need. And I realise that without the Lord prompting me or moving the customer, JDA wouldn't have made it to where it is now. I do feel the Lord is really using me here with John and Donna, and I feel that I have real purpose in life and opportunity to serve the Lord to the best of my ability in everyday life and in Time for Truth. The way that I view my life is through the scriptures. I know that I'm not a frontline Christian who has a ministry overseas, saving lives spiritually and physically through food and water, but I am another piece in God's plan for us all. 1 Corinthians 12, verse 21 to 22. And I cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again to the head, to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more these members of the body, which seem to be more feeble, are necessary. When I was younger, I feel I didn't view life as seriously as I should have done. I know I was able to do a small part and witness where I did, but I would have liked to have done a lot more things to have been a better example as a Christian to those around me, rather than just following the crowd and being a superficial Christian, so to speak. Being older now, I view life in a different way, and I feel that in this life, we are to live as best as we can for the Lord in every area, and overlooking the times when we fall or miss opportunities. We can only move forward, not backwards. It really is so important to pick ourselves up as soon as possible and carry on as best as we can. As previously mentioned, we cannot be perfect Christians, but we must just do what we can with the tools that we have and do everything possible to please the Lord in the life situation we are in. The Lord is everything to me, and I couldn't imagine life without him. I love that I'm never alone, and I can talk to the Lord always, that I can know more about him through his perfectly preserved word, and that no matter what happens, I'm going to be with him in heaven forever when I die. A life without the Lord is not worth thinking about, with all the struggles and hard times that I would go through alone. I never have the Lord God by my side to protect, help, and guide me through everyday life. When we make our own life decisions to what we think is right is when things always end up wrong and not what we expect. This is why I fully trust and rely on the Lord and listen to the Lord. Yes, the best decision I ever made was to ask the Lord into my life. I would never go back.